All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I wasn't sure if I was going to end that music at the same time. It's kind of weird being this person and that person. So welcome, everybody. Happy Tuesday. You have your leadership team today. Mike Rapaski is at a training session this morning. So don't tell him if we do a terrible job in his absence. But we are all here today. We're going to do the Market Center update. So get some coffee. Get a pencil or a pen, take some notes. We're going to go over trainings. We're going to go over some new Paint the Town Red stuff. We have our broker on. We have our affiliates on. So we're going to get through everything today. All right. So also when I was going through this from last week, Mike shared all the good wins, but I do have one more to share. For those of you who received profit share this month on the 21st of May, we shared back $88,000 from April of 2021. So congratulations to all that earned that. It is our largest April so far, and Kari and Julia can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure we're on track for the largest May as well. So pretty big. Congratulations to all of you guys. Anybody who got some mailbox money on the 21st, super exciting. On that note, I will put a small plug in here for our career night tonight. So we are hosting a career night in Pepper Pike and Rocky River and via Zoom tonight at 5:30 p.m. I will be over in Pepper Pike this evening. Michael Boich will be over in Rocky River. So we're doing a career night. So we always ask the question, who do you know that we should know? Anybody who's interested in real estate, thinking about it, maybe just says they like houses, whatever that is, we really help them explore. We talk about the cost, we talk about the money that you can make, we talk about the process. So if you have anybody, please invite them. Come with them if you want to. I know Mike talks about this a lot. We will call on you and ask you questions about your experience in real estate. But please join us for that if you want to. All right, so like we do every Tuesday, we are going to do Paint the Town Red in the chat box, so please throw your new listings in there, buyer needs in there, anything coming soon in there, and then, as Mike always says, maybe we can make a love connection. Also, on another side of that, we are going to start something new on our internal Facebook group. So, you guys all know we have about 430 agents here, and we have about 430 agents in our private Facebook group. It's a very active group. And with that being said, a lot of you guys go there for advice when you need it, questions, and not everybody can attend the Tuesday team meeting. So every Thursday morning at 9 a.m., we will be doing a Paint the Town Red thread. What that means, you will see this image on your Facebook group every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Again, drop your new listings in there, drop your buyer needs in there. You can put pictures in the comments, so if you want to do coming soon or whatever it is, and then just make sure that if you have a listing and somebody has a buyer need in there, just message them and give them the information and have that connection there. It's a good place to keep everything in one nice place. It keeps it organized, it keeps it clean. So Paint the Town Red thread every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. That will be posted there. We'll pin it to the top. If you guys have any questions on that, please reach out to any of us on the leadership team. But that's the way that we're going to help you guys hopefully make those connections internally. Okay? All right. So let's get into the rest of the training for the week. So we are finishing out May. We're finishing out Ignite. So for those of you 20 to 25 agents who have been attending Ignite every single week, 3 times a week, way to go. We are finishing strong here. So we have Art Obleton tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in Pepper Pike, going over making and receiving offers. And then Debbie Garson is joining us also in Pepper Pike on Friday for negotiating the deal. So we are finishing out Ignite. Those of you who have been on it, keep chugging through. We are almost towards the end here. Also, if you haven't been attending and you need better negotiation skills, then join us on Friday. If you want to hear from Art, then join us tomorrow, also on Zoom. I know you guys all get the link, so I'm not going to worry about that. And then the last thing for May is our Tuesday session today. So Carrie Mitchell is going to talk about this a little bit later. I just want to finish out the calendar here. So every Tuesday in May, we were hosting the Ask Me Anything Command Edition. So this is all tech-related stuff. Today we are focusing on Docusign. I will not be participating in that, as Julia and Kari will take that away. if you guys have any questions on Docusign, concerns, what they are going to do today, and I realize I'm taking away from Kari, I'm so sorry. They're just going to, Kari's going to talk about it. So today at 2 p.m., please join us there. We'll drop the link in the comments for you, and you guys will get it after this. All right, upcoming sales meeting. So I'll remind you guys at the end of this, we will not have a Tuesday team meeting next week, so enjoy your Memorial Day. We will be back at it June 8th. We're going to do a mid-year check-in, tune up your 2021 business plan. So just reminder, no team meeting next week. Everybody will be coming off their Memorial Day, hopefully a little sunburnt, so we will not do anything next week. All right, and then this will also be dropping in your guys' inbox at some point this week. So this is the June training calendar. As you can see, team meetings on there, Jeff Glover's event, which we're going to talk about in a second. For all of the newer agents, welcome to our company. We're going to be doing your first deal, which is going to be huge, so you'll get some information on that. And then our Black Realtor Network is also hosting a panel. Now, this is next Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. in our Pepper Pike office. And they're doing listings, leads, and leverage. So this will probably go for about an hour, hour and a half, and then we might do a small happy hour afterwards. So this is being hosted and led by our Black Realtor Network. I'll drop the Zoom in here for you guys. You'll get this in an email as well. This will be in person. We are starting to move in person a little bit if you guys can't tell. It'll also be on Zoom though for you guys. Okay. All right, so Jeff Glover. So this is June 10th. This is the largest event that we are going to be hosting in June. If you guys have ever been to a Jeff Glover event, you probably already have your ticket for this. So Jeff Glover is a top agent in our region. He's amazing. He gets right into the meat. So that's like the biggest thing when I go to a class. I don't want the fluff. I want the meat. So he will have something for you to write on. He will literally give you 1 through 21 ways to take 21 listings this summer. Okay. So I don't know how many of you are on this team meeting, 47 of you should have a ticket, right? 21 ways to take 21 listings this summer. The tickets are $19. That just helps Jeff Glover cover the venue cost. This is in person. It will be socially distanced. We will get the regulations on the masks policy for you guys. So make sure you get that link, get that ticket if you have not gotten that yet. Cool? All right. All right, and then save the date. I told you guys bring your coffee and bring your pen. So write this down too. July 15th, Keller Williams Greater Metropolitan is hosting a summer mastermind. So we have never done this before. We are very excited about this. This will be our first big in-person session. So Summer Mastermind is going to be on July 15th. I will drop that link in the chat box. The tickets just went live yesterday. So what is this? This is a one-day event. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's going to be hosted at the Mayfield Country Club, in person, safe. And you're going to have the ability to choose from different breakout sessions. So if you've ever been to a family reunion, or you've ever been to a mega camp, or you've ever been to anything digitally, you choose which sessions you want to go to, okay? So this is very similar to that. Let me show you here. So when you get your tickets, over to the left, you can see you're going to have different breakout rooms to choose from. So I said it started at 10. It's, mingling, breakfast, brunch from 10 to 10:30, and then we'll get right into the training. So you will choose a breakout for each session. We will give these to you beforehand. You will see them. So over here, you'll just choose which one you want to attend. So we have wealth building, investing in real estate. Ryan Young is teaching a class for 2 of the breakouts, taking listings in today's market. Becoming your neighborhood economist, winning for buyers in this market right now, breaking into luxury. We have about 7 or 8 different panels, all with top agents in our market center who are doing things at a very high level. Okay, tickets are $29. That's an early bird special, so it is only going to be $29 probably for the next 2 weeks or until we get to 50 tickets. Then we are going to raise it, okay? Understand that once you choose your breakouts, you cannot change them. So think hard on it. Don't just click around. And if you're going to buy tickets from multiple people, you'll have to choose those breakouts for multiple people. So if you're on a team, if you're an admin doing it for a few different people, if you want your entire team to do different things and then bring it back and mastermind together, you'll just want to do that as well. Okay? We good? All right, cool. So we are, okay, follow us on social media. I forgot this one was here. You guys follow us on social media. This is here every single week. We just like to put that little plug in there. All right, so we're going to get over, this is a market center update. Sorry, Ceara. So we're going to get over to Andrew Ginter real quick and hear from our broker. Andrew, you sent me last night what you were going to review today, so I'm going to get this over to you real quick. Maybe.
What are you sending me?
There you go. No, I'm just trying to spotlight you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to play quarterback here and talk, and it's not working well. All right, go ahead, Eric. Go ahead,
Excellent, excellent. So there's really just been a couple of things that have come up quite a bit lately. Like I said, I want to let everybody learn from a few people's concerns. So first off is a couple of things around highest and best. Obviously, as listing agents and as buyers agents, we're getting involved in it all the time lately. I want to stress the fact that deadlines in the MLS do not mean anything at all. So one, if you have a buyer and the deadline says it's Sunday at 5 and you saw the house Saturday at 3 and they want to write an offer, don't wait till Sunday at 2 to write the offer, because if somebody writes an offer that a seller wants to accept, they can certainly accept it before the deadline. That deadline is just kind of a guideline of them saying, this is how long we think we're going to wait, but it may not be the case. So hurry along. And then secondly, more so on the listing side than on the buyer side, there really are no rules about what information can and can't be shared. I'm getting a lot of questions about can we counter certain offers and can we do things with certain people but not everybody. The only rule that applies is you have to do whatever your seller thinks is best. So no matter what that is, that's what you do. There are no rules about if you counter one person, you have to counter everybody or anything like that. If your seller wants to tell one buyer of the 10 offers you have what the highest offer is to try to get them to be the highest offer, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that, but the seller has to be the one who says that's what I'd like to do. So those are the two things around highest and best. And then operating without releases. This continues to be an issue as people continue to get cold feet and deals die. If you are a listing agent and a buyer says they're not going to move forward, and then you proceed to fight about the release, you can put the house back on the market and sell it to someone else. You do need something in writing from the buyer's agent that says clearly the buyer's not moving forward. Ideally, they send you a release in your email, and then you just don't sign it. Now, seller initiated is a whole nother story, and seller initiated would include going past the closing date and the buyer says they need 2 more weeks to get financing closed, and the seller says I'm not going to wait. That would be seller initiated. A closing date passing doesn't void a contract by any means. So if it's seller initiated, we need to talk before you do anything. So please just call me. If it's buyer initiated, all you need is something in writing from the buyer's agent saying they're not going to move forward, and you can absolutely relist the property and move forward with a new buyer. So those are my 2 big issues and the 2 things we've been running into a lot over the last month.
Any questions for Andrew on those?
I don't see anything in the comments.
All right, we might be. Oh, Debbie.
Yes, I have a few things that I'd like to go over, and perhaps Andrew, you can speak to this issue.
Yeah.
So I launched a home on Sunday, and I had an open house from 1 to 4 on Sunday, and I had that all offers, highest and best, needed to be in by yesterday at noon. And last night we had 13 offers that I presented to the seller. The biggest issue I had is that we were negotiating against escalation clauses. So it was very difficult to figure out, well, let's see, this person's offering $575, but they'll go up to $600 and $5,000 increments, but this it's offering $600. I'm wondering how you really feel about these escalation clauses versus just telling everybody they should come in with their highest and best. I have seen in many printouts, in many MLS, the broker remarks, it states that seller requests no escalation clauses. Now, that really isn't the seller requesting it, it's the listing agent requesting it, because it does get complicated. I was negotiating, escalation clause versus escalation clause. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, there's no right or wrong answer when it comes to using or not using escalation clauses. And I think you just have to like get all the nuance out. And basically what I would do, like if I'm putting them on an Excel sheet, or if I'm literally just have them stacked up in 12 piles on a table on the top page, basically have what the price is, what the incremental amount is, if there's an escalation clause, and what the highest number is. And then that you're absolutely right. Now all of their numbers change. The sale price doesn't matter, and that higher number matters. Like I was on the phone with an agent from our office yesterday, going through exactly that. I think he had 4 offers with escalation clauses, maybe 2. I can't remember.
Yep.
Now. But really, what it amounted to was there was one escalation clause that went up to 130, and there was one that went to 127. So the one that went to 127 was willing to go up by 2,000. It was to 129 in the end, because they were willing to beat the highest offer by $2,000. So one escalation clause was 127, and one was 130, and they paid 129 in the end. I mean, I get there's some amount of complication and confusion around those when there's a bunch of them, but I think you just have to get all the information on one page, because part of the reason it's complicated is because you've got a front page of a purchase agreement, and then you've got this other addendum. And so you've got numbers in 2 different places inside of the same offer.
Yeah.
But if you put them all in the same place, it starts to make it really simple, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have any direct feeling about whether escalation clauses are good or bad. I think it depends on the situation. It depends on the buyer.
Yeah.
Obviously, escalation clauses are better for buyers than they are for sellers. And what you said before about it being listing agents dictating that and not sellers. I mean, a listing agent could certainly just say to a seller, here's why escalation clauses are bad for you. And then the seller in turn says, I don't want to have any escalation clauses.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Debbie. All right, so Sean and Don, we are going to pass it over to you.
All right, good morning, everybody. So rates, so relatively stable, week to week. There was one kind of slightly rough day in terms of interest rates, but kind of got it back. So we'll consider that stable, kind of on week to week. We're sitting in the same spot. So rates still great. Chat about today is points. So my favorite conversation was a buyer call, said, I don't want any points or any PMI. By the way, what are points and what is PMI? So just to touch on points real quick, let's say today's 30-year fixed for a given buyer is 3%. What we may be able to offer is a lower rate at the cost of points. So an example, 2.75% might cost 1 point. 1 point is 1%, 1 percentage point of the loan amount. So if somebody getting a $200,000 loan, paying 1 point is $2,000, we will lower their rate in this example from 3 to 2.75%. The benefit there is they save about $32 a month. If you do the math, 2,000 divided by $32, just keeping it simple, you break even in 5 years and 3 months just on a cash flow calculation. So it might make sense for some. If they think they're going to be in that house, if they think they're going to have this mortgage, not sell, not refinance, it's not a bad idea, but it's optional. On the flip side, we can also buy up the interest rate. Say, okay, well, today's interest rate is 3% with no points, or I'll tell you what, if you want to take a higher rate of 3.25%, we'll give you back $2,000 towards your closing costs. So in today's market where it's harder to have the seller, help with costs and such, these are, sort of creative ways. Most lenders offer this, and it's not kind of a fixed calculation. It's not 1 point is automatically 0.25%. It changes day to day and can change with the characteristics of each buyer. So just, another option. Again, when a buyer calls, they may just be asking for vanilla. We'll let them know kind of the chocolate, the twist. They may come right back to the vanilla, but just, want to present buyers with different options to save a few bucks. And, the amount, again, it's not a set scale. So sometimes 0.1% might be more expensive and definitely not worth it, or might be pretty cheap. I lowered somebody's interest rate 0.1%, which isn't huge, but it cost them $216. They were saving about $12 a month. They break even in less than 2 years. It's kind of a no-brainer. But Don?
Yeah, we're the number one to buy down on the interest rate. If you do pay points, it is tax deductible, so you do have that. in addition to the break-even point in 5 years. Back in the day, you used to be able to buy down a rate 0.25% for 1 point, as Sean indicated, all the way down to 3 points for 3/4 point. Today, that's not so much. Once you get past 2 points, it might cost you 3.5 points to buy down another rate. So you need to really look at the math and do the math and on a daily basis to see if it makes sense. The other side of the coin is where Sean indicated about buying the interest rate up is, especially when you have the FHA borrower or you have a conventional borrower that really needs help with funds, is in a higher loan amount. So if you get somebody that's upwards of 250 to 300 on a loan amount, and we bump them anywhere from 1/4 to half, we should be able to cover pretty much all their closing costs. So that's another option to help in an offer without having to ask the seller to pay closing costs if somebody does need funds. And the reality is today, 1/4 to 1/2 point increase in interest rate is not the end of the world in a payment, because rates are so low. So that's something Sean and I will go over math-wise with the customer, but just note those options are available for everybody.
Cool. All right, thanks guys. And then we just had one question in the chat. Like right now, as of today, what's the 30-year and 15-year rate? No points.
Depends on down payment, credit score. 30-year fixed, conventional single family home, you're going to be looking right around 3%, potentially a fraction below, a fraction above. The 15-year conventional, 2.5, 2.375. I'm in love with the 15-year these days. The FHA VA going to be under 3% on the 30-year, probably 2.875, 2.75 on the 30-year fixed.
Becky, that help? Perfect. And then Debbie Garson just said, are you doing refinancing now? She has someone who wants to refinance.
Absolutely, yeah. So we do a lot of refinancing, and where we, I guess, and I'll keep it brief because I absolutely love your efficiency on this meeting, Danielle. But our refinance business, I mean, for Don and I, if I could speak for him, prior to last year, we probably do 85, 90 to 95 purchase, and refinance is quite a bit more. We're probably doing 25, 30% of our business is refinance. So bottom line is, yes, we absolutely do. We're not the type where we're just sending out mailers and passing out flyers to everybody we see about refinancing. So we're doing refinances based on referral and previous customers. So the answer is absolutely yes. We are happy to do refinances.
All right, thanks guys. All right, cool. So we are going to move over to our friends at GM Title. So Jade, I see you here. Is Tiffany?
I think it's just me today.
Great.
Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to let you guys know that it is almost second half taxes are due. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of that. I do have the official dates here, and I will also be posting them on Facebook later. But just to let you know, Cuyahoga County, Portage County, and Geauga County, those are all due in the middle of July 15th to be exact. However, Summit County, if you guys have any listings or showings or anything like that in that county, it is due June 15th. So I just wanted to make you guys aware that there is a big span there. So just, let us know how your clients want to handle that. We could either hold the tax at 1.5 times that amount and pay it at closing, or we would need proof of payment that those have already been made.
All right. Thanks, Jade. And you said you're going to post those on our Facebook page as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Perfect. Thanks so much. All right. So we're just going to hop over real quick to GM management over here. Jessica Ivins. I'm going to spotlight you here. There you go. Hey,
hi, good morning, everybody. Nothing new over here. Just wanted to send a reminder that any clients that you have or just anybody that if they are looking for property management, whether they are in the process of buying a property or if they have one that they've been managing on their own, or if they just simply have questions on how it works, please give them my contact information. And just another reminder that we are now offering our agents, a $50 referral for any clients or anybody that that does sign up with our management company. So we've already given one out to Nicole McHale, and we're really excited to work with her client. So if you guys have any questions, I will put my information in the chat box and you can always reach out to me.
Cool, thanks, Jess. And then I don't know if Mike hit you up yet for the investor mastermind that we're doing in June, but you're going to be joining us for that too, right?
Sure.
Okay, maybe he didn't email you yet. I'll just add it to your calendar. All right, girl. All right, then we are going to hop over to Ceara, who's going to talk a little bit about Red Day. For those of you who have participated, thank you so much. We have some pictures from that. We're going to get a video going. Let me spotlight her here. Hi, good morning. From your
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Hi everyone. So Red Day this year was a ton of fun. This was my first year being able to participate because I started right before the shutdown last year. We went to 6 different locations. We went to MedWish, where we packed supplies, medical supplies to send around the world. We went to Fatima, where we played bingo and danced with seniors and cleaned up bicycles for the children in the community. We went to Georgia's house and the homes of Lake County veterans and did landscaping work for all of them. The city mission, we did landscaping work there too. And then Vermilion Kayak Launch, the Chase team and a few other agents from the Rocky River office went out to Vermilion Kayak Launch and redid their launch, which was really a cool project. We had over 150 agents, affiliated partners, and family members join us to give back. And then I'd like to just say a special thank you to our affiliated partners, point people for each of our locations, and KW Cares. Without all of you, we couldn't have done this. It was a great Red Day.
Okay, thanks, Ceara.
You're
So
welcome.
more pictures to come on that. Like I said, we'll get a little video together. If you guys took a ton of pictures and haven't sent them in, just send it to one of us on the leadership team so we can get that rolling. All right, so we are going to pop right over to Michael Boich for our coaching session of the morning. Morning, Mike.
Good morning. How is everybody? So again, just like everyone else, not too much going on over here. We are doing quite well considering, that there's a lack of inventory. I think we did about a little over $1 million so far this month with our 1 year under coaching clients, which is a really good number considering that we're having 4 or 5 offers. It's a little under our average, but good. We've got a great group coming in. And I'd also like to give a shout out to, I think Heidi's the only one on here, but we've got Heidi Huffman, Alex Spino, Kim Oswald, and Chris Case, who are just about to finish their first year in coaching. And I'm just, so proud of them. They mostly came in during a pandemic. They put in the work. They've been here every day. They've been putting it in. They're all going to cap at some point in the near future as they reset and get into their second years, but sky's the limit. But especially those 4, everybody's doing great in coaching, but those 4 really have really gotten after it, and just so many challenges along the way that they've overcome and are still doing. So, but great things coming for coaching. Shout out for Career Night. We definitely want to see your people in Rocky River as well as Pepper Pike, but I especially would love to see them in Rocky River. So send your people. If they're interested, send them over. We'll be here. We'll take good care of them. And obviously we'll make sure that they're in your downline if and when they sign with Keller Williams. So that's it for me.
Get that profit share, right?
Get that profit share.
Get that profit share. All right, thanks, Mike. All right, Julia, we're going to pop over to you real quickly here. There you go.
Good morning, everyone. I'm just going to go over a couple of the highlights that we shared in our weekend update. I don't know if everyone sees those. They come on Saturdays, and there's usually a ton of information that is helpful to you guys, whether that's upcoming classes or announcements. So to start, I know Danielle mentioned that we're not going to have a Tuesday meeting next Tuesday. We're also going to have the office that's closed in both locations for Memorial Day. So have a wonderful long weekend if we don't see you before then. And in addition to the announcements, wanted to give an update on the mask policy for our 2 locations. we are going to follow suit with the state of Ohio and recommend that masks are optional if you're vaccinated and no longer required by the office. If you're not vaccinated, we ask that you please wear a mask when you're in our common spaces. If anyone has questions about any of that, please shoot me an email or respond to the weekend updates so I can clarify any of that with you. The other couple things I wanted to share were the Quantum Leap class that's coming up in June with Dick Dillingham. These emails that I'm sending out on the weekends are going to start having a lot of regional and KW courses included in them that you might not hear about otherwise. So Quantum Leap is a fantastic course originally started by Gary Keller and has now been passed to a couple other Keller Williams University certified instructors. Dick Dillingham used to be the vice president of KWU. So this is a not miss course. It is virtual on June 8th and 9th, and it is going to help you with shifting your mindset, leading an abundant life, making clarity around decisions for your business and your life. And we, a lot of people have taken this course at Family Reunion in the past. So to have it being offered in June is awesome. So if you have any questions or need the link about that, also please shoot me an email.
Awesome. Thanks, Julia. What's the age on that? The Quantum Leap?
That is not the kids Quantum Leap. This is the full Quantum Leap. So anybody can sign up for this.
Okay, great. All right, so then I can't see her pretty face. Oh, here she is. Okay, so Kari, we're gonna give it over to you real quickly.
Good morning, everyone. So happy to see all your smiling faces here this beautiful Tuesday morning. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about some resources that are available for you guys to help with Command and Docusign. Now, of course, myself, Julia, Danielle, and Ceara are always available to answer your questions and are happy to do so, but we can't always be there all the time. So I wanted to let you know about a great resource we have that is our KWGM training page on YouTube. If you actually go to their website and type in Keller Williams Greater Metropolitan Training, you should be able to find our profile right away. There are a bunch of videos on there that have Command tutorials, Docusign tutorials, as well as all of our trainings. So all of our team meetings, Ignite, things like that are all uploaded there. So it's a great resource for you to go back to if you miss a class or if you're just looking to see how to do something in Command. And there's also a huge KW community on YouTube. So if there's anything you want to do, if you search it in the search bar, for example, KW Designs, KW Command Designs, anything like that, you should come up with thousands of other videos of other people all across the US who are in KW who have created tutorials on that could prove to be very helpful for you. I'm sure that someone hopefully will drop the link to that in the chat as I'm speaking to you now. Another resource, if you have not gotten enough of Julia and I yet, is our Ask Us Anything, I think that's what it's called, Docusign, which is today at 2 p.m. via Zoom. I believe someone will throw the link in the chat, hopefully, for that. It will be me and Julia, and it is kind of an open format session where we're going to answer any questions you may have while working through Docusign. I know that it's quite different from Dotloop if you've used that, so there are a little quirks with it. So we're happy to answer any questions you have. And if we don't have the answers, we will take them up with Docusign and get those answers for you. So hope to see you there.
Cool. Thanks, Kari. So I feel like Mike says this every week, but Command does work now. I know we all have, we were getting into it a little bit, but it does work. So when we're doing these Tuesday classes, if you want to learn something specific, please join us. We are learning with you, but we are also practicing in Command. So you guys are seeing the text coming from us. You guys are seeing the emails. Ceara is kind of spearheading that up. You guys are going to see a lot more from us in Command. It does work. Okay, so we were all waiting for that to happen, and it does work. It does not glitch anymore. They are moving forward with it. So, just on that piece of it, when we're hosting the Tuesday team meetings, please join us. There's email campaigns in there that are really cool. There's a lot of different things that you guys can do in there. All of your marketing can be done in there. Like, there's a lot of things you guys can get in there and do. And there's some basic stuff. If you don't want to do the technology, but you want to make sure that you're reaching out to your database, you can do that as well. So please, when we're hosting these meetings, get in there, get into Command, make a mess of it if you want to. And we will see you today at 2 p.m. for that on the Docusign piece of it. There's a question in the chat. Is there a deadline for phasing or moving from Dotloop? Kari, Julia, you want to touch on that?
Yeah, just so everybody knows, at this time, we do not have a plan to phase out of Dotloop. We are currently offering both platforms to you so that you can run your business to the best of your ability. If there ever were to come a point where we were going to sever our relationship with Dotloop, there would be another full rollout and training alongside making sure that everybody was comfortable in the migration to Docusign. I know a bunch of you made the migration last year when we were considering severing our relationship with Dotloop. And so for those of you who are using it, it works great. It is different, and that's okay. They're two different programs. But for those of you using Dotloop, worried about, is it going to be taken away from me? Please know we would have a month-long campaign in switching that, and we currently do not have any plans in sight to do that.
I don't know if you saw Debbie Garson, but she was like fist bumping in the background. All right, cool. So we'll see you guys today at 2 p.m. We're going to wrap this meeting up early unless anything has anything for us. We gave you all the updates. We gave you the training. Please don't forget, Jeff Glover absolutely will sell out because he sells out every time he comes to Cleveland. It has also now been opened up to all the other Keller Williams market centers in the area. So if you want a Jeff Glover ticket, be sure to get it. You're not going to be able to get it in probably a week from today. So get your Jeff Glover ticket. Get your Summer Mastermind ticket. We're here if you guys need anything. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Get out there and enjoy the sunshine. And then we will see you back here on June 8th, maybe, for a quick mid-year check-in on our business plan. So we will talk to you guys then. Have a great week and enjoy your Memorial Day.